Hello, everyone. Welcome with Brussels Mindfulness with the lives on Facebook, where we just checking the technical bit here a little bit, where we offer you mindful pauses during this week. Just short, brief meditations that will help you ground yourself to continue your activities in the rest of the day. My name is Nele, and I'm a teacher for Brussels Mindfulness since 4 years. I've been doing mindfulness almost 6 or 7 years, I realized today. So it's quite some time. And to me, mindfulness has changed my life. Mindfulness has really made me much more aware of my thoughts and my behavior, my sensations. And it really helps me to react differently or respond differently to what is presenting here. I want to apologize if you hear sounds that are not coming from this apartment because they are renovating on top of me, and I asked them if they could please be silent during this meditation. But I still hear a little rumbling. I hope it doesn't bother you too much. And if it does, this is all part of what John Kabat-Zinn calls the curriculum. This is what is presented in life, and this is what we run into. So don't worry about the sounds or anything else. Just make sure that for this meditation you are in a comfortable position and you have a chair, because this is a seated meditation, and we're going to work sitting upright and doing some mindful movement. So the meditation today will start with some body and breath meditation. And I just read a reply that nobody hears any noise, so excellent. So it's a body and breath meditation where you will need the chair, and we will do some mindful movement. So first, make sure that you are in a comfortable position, that you are in a room where you are not disturbed, and that you can start focusing on your breath. You can close your eyes or you can keep them open. This is just the way you like. What's comfortable for you is very important in mindfulness. So take maybe a deep breath and start tuning into feeling the chair you're sitting on, making contact with the floor and your feet resting on the ground. And just take a couple of breaths, checking if this is a position you can sit in for 15 or 20 minutes. And if not, make adjustments. I usually do that. And then once you find yourself in an upright and proud position with respect for yourself and love, then start tuning into your breathing. And just let the breath do all the work. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to manipulate it. You don't have to do belly breathing. Just let your natural breath occur. And be aware of what the thoughts are that are in your mind right now. Maybe you are still arriving in this place because you have hurried to the pause, the mindful pause. Or maybe you are already relaxed because you had been anticipating it, like you may have been doing the previous days. Just notice what's on your mind and try not to judge it. Just try and look at it in a neutral way. Now shift your attention to your feet. And not just the sensation in your feet, but we're going to try and work very subtly in this meditation. So just by bringing the attention into the soles of your feet, maybe you can become aware of where you feel more pressure or less. It could be in the soles of your feet, or it could be around your feet. Maybe you can feel your socks, the textile fabric. Maybe you can feel your shoes. Maybe you're not wearing any and you can feel the surface your feet are resting on. So bring all your focus and attention to what you can observe in your feet. And if this is a little hard, and you may be wondering, am I thinking about my feet or am I really feeling my feet? Try moving your feet by lifting the tips of your toes, to pressing the heels into the ground just slightly. And do it very slowly. And then bringing your feet back on the ground, lifting the heels. And just notice how the weight shifts in the soles of your feet. Notice where the tension of your shoes moves position. And you can lift your toes and your heels alternatively a couple of times while tuning into all the sensations that you are aware of. Notice what comes up while you're doing this in your mind or emotionally. And then bring your feet back to a central position. Leave them as they are and feel supported by the ground and the chair you're sitting on. You can tune in with your breath again. Notice if there is any difference. Now, is it slower? Is it deeper? Is it more restless maybe? And again, no judgment. We're trying to fine-tune that skill of observing what is happening in our bodies. I now invite you to focus back on your breath. Follow an in-breath and an out-breath. Maybe you can feel it entering your nose, through the nostrils, into your mouth. And try paying attention when you have just brushed your teeth and you're doing this. Because of the mint, you will notice that the breath is much colder and you can really sense it much further into your body. So try this, it's a fun experiment. So now, while breathing, you notice that your shoulders are moving up and down very gently. They come up on an in-breath. And they go down on an out-breath, just very subtly. Now I invite you to, when you are breathing in, to close your shoulder blades towards one another into your back. So you're pulling your shoulders backwards, but ever so slightly. So it's small movements to take. Bring your attention to this small movement, moving the shoulders backwards on an in-breath and forwards on an out-breath. See if you can sync this with your breath. And make it a smooth, gentle movement. Now see if we can make this movement a little bit bigger. You can release your hands and let them hang next to your body, sideways of the chair. Breathing in, bringing the shoulders backwards, and now you can feel the arms moving backwards a little bit too. And on an out breath, you just let everything go back to the neutral position and you move your shoulders a little bit more forward even. So we are very slowly moving into this sitting cat-cow thing that you might know from yoga. So very slowly, breath by breath, you can make these movements a little bit bigger. You can even start moving your head. So when you're breathing in, you lift your head, your chin goes upward. Don't go too far. Your neck is very stressed out sometimes, so be very careful not to hurt yourself. And on an out breath, you bring your chin towards your chest. And you go back and forth like that. So you keep moving, breathing. See if you can now make this movement still a little bit bigger by bringing your arms sideways and opening your chest entirely, welcoming this day, welcoming this pause, welcoming the attention, the room, the space. And try finding your own rhythm in this. Maybe your back comes away from the chair. So please find yourself a comfortable position to make these movements in and stay aware of every millimeter in this movement. Pay attention also to your limits in the neck when your head goes up. Your body knows exactly how far it can go. Listen to it. Okay, then you can start making these movements smaller again. Like it's a ripple effect in the water that's slowly dying. It's very slowly dying. And when you are all rippled out, you can come back to your original position, recentering the attention, refocusing to your natural breath, and just notice what you come across in your body right now, what thoughts occur, what emotions are showing themselves. And see if you can look at it with equanimity. It means neutrally, with no preference. Now I would like to ask you to focus again on an in-breath and just lowering your head so your nose goes down and your chin goes towards your chest, and you stay here. Gently breathing in and out, and you just notice what you notice in your neck, in your shoulders. And on a next in-breath, you can slowly start moving your nose towards your right shoulder so that your right ear goes to your right shoulder, and you lift your head up a bit, but you don't go backwards. So you have made a quarter of a circle, and you stay there, and you notice, are my shoulders relaxed? Is my face relaxed? Smile if you notice that there is tension. And just breathe here with your head tilted and your right ear towards your right shoulder. On an out breath, you can go down, so you move back to the position we started in. Nose down, chin towards your chest, and you stay here again. Breathe in and out. On your next in-breath, you do the same, but on the other side. So you quarter circle your head up until your left ear is above your left shoulder. And you just stay here, Try and relax both shoulders, smile. The face can hold a lot of tension when it's focused to movement. We don't need that. So on an out breath, come back to your original position. Again, nose down, chin down. And also this movement we're going to make a little bit bigger. We're going to draw circles with our nose, but we're not going to tilt our head backwards too far because it puts too much stress on our necks. So on your next in-breath, you circle your head and your nose to the right. You go up, your chin and your nose go up in the air. And when it's in the middle, you breathe out, and on the out breath, you circle your nose and your chin down. Your left ear goes to your left shoulder, and then you go all the way down, and you continue. You circle up, breathing in, and you breathe out, circling down again. And think of making big circles with your nose, as if it were a pencil. And make this movement really slow. If you think you're already going slow, go slower. And pay attention to every millimeter of this movement. What do you notice in your neck, in the rest of your body? Are your shoulders also trying to help by creeping up? Take 2 more full circles like this, and then again, bring your head and your nose and your chin back to your chest, looking down. Stay here, breathe in and breathe out. Just notice and observe what is happening in your body. What emotions are triggered or showing themselves. And what thoughts are popping up. Or maybe there are no thoughts. Everything is fine. Everything that you occur is fine. Pleasant or unpleasant, it doesn't matter. Now, we're going to do the same movement in the other direction. So breathing in, circling up, all to the top, and breathing out, coming down gently, very softly. Maybe you notice that this side is harder or easier than the other side. Interesting. Also think of any judgmental thoughts coming up. One that popped up with me was, oh my God, my double chin. When I'm going down, I can really feel it. And then smile at yourself, because we all have this, of course. And it's okay. It's part of who we are, so we can better embrace this. This movement, by the way, is a very good stretch for your neck. And when you're done, or you feel that you've had enough, you come back to a central position with your head up. And you tune in again how this exercise was for you, what is happening in your body. So bring the focus of your attention back on your natural breathing. And see if you can just be attentive to anything that pops up or shows itself, really. And let it pass, like a leaf on a river that is just floating by. Don't have to do anything with it. Doesn't need action. Can just let go. It's fine. I would like to invite you now to take a little bit deeper breaths so as to awaken your body and making it aware of the transition that we are going to make, keeping this mindful attention into the activities of our day. Maybe it will be our lunch, maybe it will be work already, or maybe it will be something else. So whatever it is, see if you can, stay tuned with this pause, this break, this space that you gave your mind and your body to continue work. And then if it's all right for you, you can gently open your eyes. And I would like to thank you for this meditation. It's like when we're on Insight Timer, when you say, thank you for meditating with me. So thank you for meditating with me. Tomorrow is a national holiday, but we go on with the meditations. So it's Merzana who will guide you tomorrow. And these meditations will continue for the rest of the week. So next week, stay tuned. And if people really like this, then please just let us know. Send us your reactions or reply on this post, this live post, so that we know if we can extend this for you, if this is of value for you. So these videos also will stay accessible after the live sessions. You can always go back to them. You will have a nice collection, a nice menu to choose from. So I'm gonna say goodbyes now. See you later. Enjoy the rest of your day, and bye.